Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft and our retail warrior playthrough. We are still in the plaguelands today. We're heading up here to do some quests for the Cenarian Circle, I believe it was, to help restore the natural balance here in the western plaguelands. We've dealt with the undead armies around Anderhall, and now we can proceed to try to heal the land. Welcome, warrior. As you can see, our camp is a joint expedition between Argent Crusade members and Cenarian Circle druids. But we welcome all who wish to help heal the land. This would be a good time to say that throughout today I have been getting sicker and sicker. I have some kind of upper respiratory cold thing. Point is, my voice probably sounds a little bit weird today. Let's see here. A new era for the plaguelands. No longer does the Scourge hold this area. We, the living, are retaking Lordaeron. We have taken great strides already, as you have already seen. The earth flowers, and the trees grow tall and green, and the wildlife is beginning to return. Yet a few remnants of the undeath remain. While the trees and grass prosper, the animals are struggling. Something is preventing them from healing, and I intend to find out what. Bring me samples from the plagued wildlife so that I may study them more closely. Zenkiki the Druid. I am a Dreen Tauhide, Druid of the Cenarian Circle. You can thank us for healing this land, where once there was only death. We accept all who choose to follow the Druidic path, regardless of race, faction, or talent. You know, that's not necessarily true because I'm a human and I can't be a Druid, so maybe you could train me sometime? I'd like you to meet Zenkiki. He's pretty new and he's still learning his craft. Would you mind taking him out with you for a little while? Alright, maybe. Oh, here he is. He's just gonna hang out with us now automatically. He's probably gonna have a bunch of fun one-liners for us. Human, I'm glad someone's here to help me out. We Cenarian Circle druids have recultivated Dulcin's farm immediately behind me. The land has flourished and our crops have been successful, mostly. A few plants seem to still be infected by the plague that ran through this land. Perhaps their roots were too deep. Perhaps the seeds were weak. I cannot say. All I could say is that I need an able warrior like you to help me remove bad plants from the good ones. Okay, is that everything? It does look like it. So remove the plants, get some samples. We've got kill the wildlife with Zenkiki over here in this direction. Let's head over here first. Actually, maybe I'd want to be done with Zenkiki first. Maybe we should do his little kill quest. Looks like we have a few other things over here to pick up. The battle resumes. The word is in from Anderhall. The battle has resumed. It has become somewhat well known among the Alliance forces that you're a hero of the first battle of Anderhall. The Sarian has requested your presence. We're going back. Okay, yeah, we're gonna wrap up all the stuff here first before we just shoot right back to Anderhall. We were told we were done there, that we dealt with everything that needed to be dealt with, and apparently that is not the case. Big surprise, the Scourge have made a comeback. Yep, just as I thought, this guy is going to be something special, isn't he? At least we're doubling up, we're getting the samples from some of these guys, while we also get the kills. I really like how they redid this area, and it kind of reminds me of Elwyn Forest, right? It's really cool to see this place revitalized, especially because we have been spending a lot of time here recently in Classic, and it's really nice to get that comparison of like how much they did change for some of these zones in the Cataclysm. Finding a lot of red pine knolls. We don't have anything for them yet. Perhaps we will in the future? Apparently the music is just going to be epic here, and there's nothing we can do about it. I guess we could do more multi-pulls. There's really no good reason not to when the enemies are close enough to kind of chain our charges together. We also have Heroic Leap, which is not as good as a charge, but it would help us chain pull. Mist lurkers, so somewhere around here there are spiders, I guess? I'll point out that he's moonfiring himself. That's how special he truly is. I feel like sometimes I'd rather meet an actual character that's going to grow and have development than just be introduced to somebody who's purely there for some kind of really, like, not so funny comic relief. Alright, so yeah, we don't need bears anymore. Well, we don't need bears specifically. They're still going to count for his kill quest. But now we need Venom Mist Lurker samples. Let's take a look at where these are going to be. Okay, so they're going to be down here over to the southeast. Let's go into the fields, actually, since we're over this way, and see if we can figure out what we're going to do for the bad corn, rotted apples, and unhealthy looking pumpkins. I'm assuming we're going to be clicking stuff on the ground. And yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay, so we click the thing, and then some undead come out. Now, I wonder if that's going to be 100% of the time we're going to be put into a combat, or if it's going to be a chance. So he's going to help us, you know, help in air quotes. He's going to help us on all of these quests. Which is something, I would guess I'd rather he just, like, throw heals at us. Would be the most ideal thing for him to do. But I think that's the one thing that he hasn't done. Let's just go around and we will pop a bunch of these and see how that works for us. It's probably going to be fine. There we go, that should be the 4 that we need. Meanwhile, Zenkiki is taking pot shots at them from across the way. And last but not least, the pumpkins. We need 3 of these, so let's just grab all of them at once. Oh, aren't these wonderful looking creatures? What is Zenkiki gonna do if we mount up and fly away? Is he just gonna run on the ground beneath us? You'd think he could shift into a flight form or a travel form, but I don't think he did. Okay, now we need to finish up the wildlife, but we're also looking for the spiders, so let's head over this way. Maybe we don't want this guy throwing heals. I have a feeling that if he were to throw some heals, there would come a time when he started throwing heals on the enemy. I mean, if he can Moonfire himself, he probably doesn't have any stipulations about healing the random things we're fighting. Accidentally, of course. Alright, we need 1 more of the green tarantulas. Could probably scout a lot more effectively from the air. I might have been hallucinating, but I think I saw some other players a minute ago. It just registered now because we really haven't seen many players, but yeah, I think there were a couple of players back there. Okay, a lot of the spindly ones, but no green furry ones. There we go, just had to look in all the cracks and crevices to find what we needed. It was there all along. I don't know what he's doing, but we're just gonna go back to the quest turn, and he was shape-shifting and doing something, but it's fine. Let's see, Northridge Lumber Mill. We are not the only Argent Crusaders here in the Plaguelands. Our headquarters, Hearthglen, lies to the north. Even nearer to the north is a small lumber mill, which we also control. Nathaniel Duma is my main contact at the lumber mill. I encourage you to speak with him, should you find yourself in that part of the woods. Among other things, Zenkiki needs to work on his spell accuracy. I could see his wrath spells spiraling out of control even from here. Yeah, I would say he definitely needs some help. Bring Zenkiki to the top of the hill to the east of Menderstead and use him to summon and kill 7 diseased hawks. I hate when I have to control anything that's not my character, so I think I'm going to take a hard pass on those quests. Honestly. I don't like vehicles, and I don't like when we jump into like the body of another character and then they have like 3 abilities for us to use. I find that incredibly tedious. Let's head up to the lumber mill and see what might be going on up there. And we'll kind of save the end of the Anderhall battle for the last thing we do in the zone, potentially, depending on what this branches into. But yeah, at the end we'll go back and we'll do all this stuff. We're 2 out of 4 chapters. Am I not... you know what? Am I not going to complete the Menderstead if I don't do Zenkiki's quest? We're going to be 2 out of 4. We're going to be 3 out of 4 when we're done, I think, but... It's fine. Let's see what's going on up here, and then I'll decide if we're going to end up doing that or not. Now, if they'd have made that character anything except comic relief, like if he'd had an actual backstory with some meaningful dialogue and some meaningful questing, and we had gotten to know him, then maybe I'd actually want to go do his quest. But since he was just a goofball that I had to drag around, and basically act as a premise for a kill quest, I don't really care to do his quest unless we have to. Learning the ropes. It's good to be back in Northridge. I've got my mill, my beautiful wife, a bouncing baby boy. I've even put in my hat with the Argent Crusade. We'll be supplying Tyrion's forces with lumber. My lumberjacks were being exceptionally productive, too, up till the point where the spiders came. Now they refuse to go any deeper into the woods. Maybe you can help me out. And then Kelly has too close for comfort. I'm happy for Nathaniel. He spent so long trying to return to Northridge, and now with the Scarlet Crusade out of the way, he can finally move back home. It's just, even for such a seemingly idyllic setting, it's not really the best place to raise a family. For example, along this valley's edge you will find rabid foxes searching for innocent prey. Every once in a while I catch a glimpse of one looking right at me. Please, warrior, remove some of these foxes. I don't feel safe with them near. Alright. All valid concerns. We'll go tame the wilderness for you to make your home a safer place. Now, I'm noticing this says, spiders frightened. Oh, hop out. The one time I didn't read the entire quest text, it literally tells us to hop on one of his horses. Yeah, that's one of those vehicle things, though. See, I don't like riding vehicles. Okay, let's try to get this one out of the way. And maybe it'll chain into something a little bit more traditional. Let's see, we have one ability. What should we do? I've been trying to keep my complaining down to a minimum and just enjoy some of the settings and stories, but yeah, spamming one button over and over again is not gameplay. Oh, there's level 35. This means war, Wild Arachnid Roundup. The High Lord was generous enough to send some of his recruits to protect us here at the mill. With your horsemanship skills and their martial prowess, we could do away with this spider population easily. Hop back on that Mustang and scare those spiders again. This time, scare them all the way up here to the mill. Here we go. So this time we'll start from all the way over here. Okay, so it looks like maybe we need them to go right into this area. This is going to be pretty annoying to me. Gonna try to get it done because it's only 10 that we need, but this is not what I want to be doing in World of Warcraft. I want to be controlling my character, not wrangling spiders. I'd love to kill 10 spiders. Killing 10 spiders would be great. But hurting 10 spiders? Yeah. Oh, there's one. We can get one. Most challenging quest in the game. It's like 10 times more difficult for us to herd them towards these people so they can kill them than if we were to just round them up. We could probably kill 10 of them in under 45 seconds. And now this person is like scaring them the other way because they're doing the other quest. We're literally gonna get this one at a time? Is this how we're doing this? Oh, this is not happening. The one time we're like competing with a quest for somebody and it had to be this one. Definitely going on my worst quest I've ever done list. Wow, okay, so we got 6. You would think 3 more can't be too hard, right? Well, we might get these 2. We got one of them. Please, please let it be over. Before you go, I have a message for you. There's someone in Hearthglen who'd like to meet with you. Said he's heard your name pop up a few times already. Consider yourself lucky. Not everybody gets a personal audience with High Lord Tyrion Fordring. Oh, and feel free to use one of my... No, we're not using any more of your Mustangs. You can keep them. We are good. We have a flying dragon, okay? We're good. Okay, back to the pressing the buttons of the character and the class. Let's do more of that. Alright, we have been getting a lot of greens. Let's take a quick look here. This is an offhand item. Oh, we have a level 40 blue ring that I just kind of overlooked, I guess. We are going to go ahead and equip that. What else did we get? Level 38 wrists. Those look like... Well, we're going to lose the crit strike. I'm going to keep the blue ones for right now. One-handed sword. Some mail. Another waist. Alright, we're good. The hills here are quite rugged. I kind of wish we could get to a high ground here to handle these guys and kind of pull more of them, but the hills are making it a little bit difficult to multi-pull some of these. They mark a rather large area, but I think all the plains down here, I think that's mostly spiders. I don't think there's any foxes hanging out with the spiders down there. Okay, so there are some here, pretty close actually, yeah, closer than you would think that they'd want to be. If I'm a little fox, I don't want to be anywhere near a spider that's like the same size as me. That's probably just not a good survival technique. Oh, that's so cool. Look at this. I didn't even notice. But if we look at what she's carrying, she's got the baby strapped into this this little carrier. That's actually quite cool. And I don't think this one's really functional because it seems like they just took, you know, the little baby bed and just kind of put it on her back. I don't know what's holding him in there. Maybe some kind of magic, but it's pretty cool anyway. Red Pine, here we go, here's the Red Pine Knolls. Farther to the south you will find Red Pine Knolls, a new arrival to the area. You probably passed some on your way here. we did, how on the nose is that? Nathaniel pretends like they're not a problem, but I know better. I've seen them running away with our lumber at night. I don't know what they do with lumber, they don't seem particularly handy, but that doesn't stop them from stealing it. So go kill Knolls for lumber. Retrieve 10 piles. And a Knoll's resolve. I have my doubts about those Knoll's intentions. They haven't attacked us yet, but their numbers are growing, and they seem to always have their weapons ready. I'm no military expert, but that seems a little aggressive to me. Maybe if we took away some of their weapons, they'd be a little less likely to pose a threat. Or they could take that as an act of aggression and come and kill you and your family. Maybe you should leave the Knolls alone and let us handle it. Yeah, these Frontiers people are going to get themselves killed. Although the twins here could probably stop them. Oh, we got a couple pairs of twins. Perfect, perfect. Totally normal, totally normal. It's gonna be close, but I think we're gonna do it, guys. Yep, we are good. And then the lumber we're going to be picking up off the ground. Very, very reminiscent of an Elwyn Forest quest. Alright, so now all we need are 2 more pieces of wood. Piles of wood, even. And we got a blue boot upgrade there. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, that's going to be better than our item level 24, so we'll put those on. For some reason now we are showing some knee. It's a little bit strange, but I will allow it. And yeah, now I think we go ahead and we fly up to Hearthglen here. And have ourselves a little audience with the High Lord. Finally, you're here. Get to work. My men have been sparring with these wooden practice dummies for far too long. Sure, you can learn how to swing a sword by practicing with a dummy, but real combat requires a real combatant. We'll take a look at that in a minute. The long trip home. I've been many places in my life, good warrior. I fought the Battle of Argent Crusade, passed through the Dark Portal into Outland, and joined the Argent Crusade to beat down the Scourge in the coldest Northridge. But before it all, I was a farmer here in Lordaeron. Now I find myself here in Hearthglen, a scant few miles from home. It's time I paid my respects. I'm headed to Mender's Stead before I return home. I wouldn't mind meeting up with you again once I get there. Okay, I don't know the significance of this character, but sure, we will meet up with him later, I suppose. It is truly a pleasure. I know you are young and still training, but I've had my eye on you. We among the Argent Crusade are always looking for promising new recruits, and you have shown great promise. I have no immediate task for you, but merely wish to meet you in person, to see for myself what type of human you really were. So is that another place where they would have inserted our race to see what type of dwarf, what type of night elf, etc.? For the time being, the amenities of Hearthglen are yours to enjoy. I look forward to our next meeting. You are dismissed. We're dismissed? Are we actually working for you now, or? We're dismissed, but then he bows to us. Guys, when someone dismisses somebody, they usually do a salute, or they just don't do anything. They don't bow to them. Like, Tyrion Fordring should not be bowing to this. Okay? He just shouldn't. I mean, we're fine for the level 35 that we are, but yeah, don't have Tyrion Fordring bow to me. Talon Fordring's legacy. Greetings. How do you do? My name is Daria. I am one of the priests in charge of preserving the peace here in Hearthglen. One of my duties involves maintaining the tower down the trail to the southeast. This particular tower is of personal importance to the High Lord. It's the place where his son was killed. With the recent incursion of Knolls, however, maintenance of the tower has grown difficult. Will you help me rid the trail of some of these Knoll vandals so that I can do my duty? Yeah, definitely. Pretty rude of you to walk away, like mid-sentence, but yeah, we can take care of that for you nevertheless. Okay, let's go ahead and challenge 7 of these guys. Can we challenge them all at once? Is there a mass challenge? It looks like we indeed can. Let's do 4 of them at the same time. That should prove sufficient here. We're gonna lose to a training exercise. Okay. It's totally fine. We got 1 of them? Wait, why did we only get 1? I felt like we defeated more than just the 1, but maybe we'll just take it 1 at a time, I guess? Let that serve as a prime example of why Tyrion Fordring should not be bowing to us. Okay, let's try that again. I'm gonna go ahead and do 1 at a time. Not necessarily because we couldn't kill more, but because I'm pretty sure we killed at least a couple there, and we only got credit for 1. Although maybe in the frenzy I just thought we did more than we actually did. Let's get fancy and we'll try 2, okay? Because I'm pretty sure we can defeat 2, so I just want to see if we can get credit for multiple. If we do actually kill them both, will we get credit for both of them? We probably will. Oh, I see what's happening. Because they're not actually being killed, we're not triggering Victory Rush. So, you know, we're not regenerating nearly as much health as we're used to regenerating when we do a multi-pull, which explains part of the reason why we got crushed. The other part just being my own inattentiveness and inability to play the class. Yep. Like, this was too low to start at because, like I said, we didn't get any victory rush off the last kill, and I'm just so used to having that boost of health at the beginning of the combat. There we go. There's 7 out of 7.
What can I do for you?
And it looks like he wants us to go into the mine on the northern edge of Hearthglen where we get the most of our ore. My drudges who work the mine normally do a decent job. Unfortunately, it seems a rather large spider has taken up residence within the cave. It looks like that's going to happen right over here. So pretty close. Let's go do this really quick. And it looks like it has quite a bit of health, actually. We're going to go ahead and do our Frenzied Regeneration. And there we go. Pretty easy. I'm glad these guys were all, like, still diligently working away, though. Granted, there's a giant green spider not, like, feet from them, but they kept at it, and that is good work ethic. This guy out here is terrified. He won't even go inside. Alright guys, I think I'm going to take a break here for the day. I am going to take some cold medicine and get some rest. And hopefully kick this thing. I'll still be getting recordings out because, you know, unless I lose my voice completely, which hopefully won't happen. But I might sound a little raspy for a little while. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here today. I really appreciate all the support that you've been showing the series. It really does mean the world to me. So take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Azeroth sometime soon. Bye now.